A rookie officer in Dallas who's only been working the streets for just a few days had a close call last night. He was accidentally shot by another officer. Sports bars can get real loud, but today they say set a new record. Hey, you guys, you would not believe what just happened. One of those rattlesnakes bit the microphone on the camera, and there is venom all over the microphone and a fang in there. Did you see that when that happened?
Oh, you bet. It was wild.
President Obama continues on his first official state visit to Asia this morning. Mr. Obama is meeting with leaders to discuss a variety of topics, including American foreign policy and the world economy. It's always going to be a problem because you can get on the internet on your cell phone. You can do all kinds of stuff on that thing.
You know, why didn't they have that when I was in school?
No kidding. We had to rely on notes to cheat. It seems thousands of residents from Alice to Calallen are all reporting that something shook them up just after 9 this evening. One woman who was not injured in the storm says she was inside this RV and didn't know if it was going up, down, sideways. She was just holding on to her pillow and her blanket on the floor. But the worst part was when she stepped outside and she saw that, and she didn't know if anybody was trapped inside. There are 3 active fires still burning, even though I don't think we can see it from this line of sight. Now there's a lot of smoke, but the sights that we saw this morning were unbelievable. 7 houses, at least, completely engulfed in flames, reflecting from the canal. This is a marina subdivision, and of course, a lot of people in this area are here on vacation, including Thomas, who's here from San Angelo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, now the fire started at 3:30. You woke up at 5.
At 5.
What did you see at that point?
Well, we noticed that the electricity was out.
Long, and the first guy in line, he said he's been there for 26 hours. He got in line yesterday morning at 2:30 in the morning, and he made himself a cardboard box to sleep in. Now, on the 1000 block of Green Bay, and the road here is just littered with debris. It looks like this is some of the roofing that came off of these housing units, some side paneling as well. And one of the reasons why this drainage pipe is not working and actually shooting water into the neighborhood is because where the water is supposed to exit out of the other end of the drainage pipe, it's completely underwater over here. The idea is to get these boxes filled with toys, and right now, look, they are practically empty. And this is just a little bit of the stack of applicants, the requests that families have for toys. Really long. Okay, this is the start of the line. This is where people are actually checking out. Now, if you want to pan this way, it is going all the way through the appliance section, then headed down this way, going all the way to the movie section, and see those red balloons in the distance? That, my folks, is the end of the line. Well, you are around barbecue every day, all day. Do you still eat barbecue?
I sure don't that anymore.
He's honest. No more barbecue. Well, from what I understand, the restaurant here opens at 6, but the owner here was telling me that there's people that come here earlier than 6, and Jack is one of them. He got here 20 minutes before 6, and he said, all you need to know is the secret password. And I said, well, what is the secret password, and what is it?
Please.
That's it. That's all you need to know. President Obama continues on his first official state visit to Asia this morning. Mr. Obama is meeting with leaders to discuss a variety of topics, including American foreign policy and the world economy. In Japan Saturday, he dined with the Emperor and Empress, an exceedingly rare invitation. He later proudly claimed to all of Asia that he is the first Pacific American president.
I am an American president who was born in Hawaii and lived in Indonesia as a boy.
By the time this week is over, Barack Obama will have visited 20 countries, exotic destinations across 4 continents, war zones, palaces, and ancient wonders of the world. Katia, this is what the stuff looks like. It's called Space, and I bought this packet of it, 1 gram worth of it, at this gas station convenience store earlier today. Let me tell you, there was a line of people trying to buy this stuff, and what chemical dependency experts tell me is that for those in the workforce, this is quickly becoming their drug of choice. It looks like marijuana, and they say it gets you just as high. But for addicts, this stuff has 2 advantages over pot. 1, it's completely legal, and 2,
if they get pulled for a random drug test, it comes up negative.
It's called Space, but also goes by at least 15 other names, including Supernova, Diablo, King Kong, even Voodoo and Puff. How did you discover that your son was using it?
Well, I was doing the laundry and I found this thing in his pocket that said space on it.
This mom wants to remain anonymous. She says she first knew something was wrong from a credit card bill.
And I got the second bill and it was hideous, like over $1,000.
Her son spending this kind of money in a month at a gas station.
I hear that it's a crazy addiction and it's very expensive to buy this stuff.
We decided to check it out. We visited this food mart on Waldron Road in Flower Bluff.
And inside the store, it seemed everybody in there was buying this stuff. The person in front of me bought $300 worth. I chose to get the least expensive one, which was $27. I know you went in and bought some stuff like this. Yeah. So what do you do with this stuff?
Oh, that I will not put on record. It's all legal.
We found it being sold at head shops, including Puffin Stuff and Flashbacks near Staples. The owner there tells us the drug just started hitting the Coastal Bend market only a few months ago and says it's a big hit with anyone who wants to keep their job but still get high. It's being sold as incense with a warning that it is not for human consumption.
Opium lettuce and Egyptian flower blossom.
A handful of states have already banned these products from store shelves. Texas may be next on the list, but for now it's up for sale to anyone at any age.
But we are monitoring this. That is a concern to see so many people buying that. But what effect does it have? We just simply don't know at this time. It's brand new.
A new high with the classic consequences of drug addiction.
Well, I just confronted him and I said, you got to, I think you're using this. And he said, well, thank God you caught me because I realized that I had to stop this because it was just getting way out of control.
And right now, this stuff is legal in the Coastal Bend, but maybe not for long because there is a state lawmaker in Plano, Texas that is planning to introduce a bill this coming session that would ban space or anything like it from stores across Texas. Reporting live from Flower Bluff, I'm Sabrina.
Thanks for putting up.
He still has the shaggy hair and weathered skin from too much sun. But today, David Martin has this.
This is my room.
For a man who spent 8 years on the streets, that's a big deal.
This was my house right here. Had my own palm tree, had this flower bed here.
He slept here in abandoned cars and rooftops while his son lived in a home just down the street. Jesse says his dad went from a big businessman to a bum.
It hurt, to see him riding a bicycle from a Stingray Corvette to a bicycle, from a full-size king bed to a flower bed.
The problem was drugs.
I tried them. And I liked them, and I kept using them. Pretty soon I lived to use, and I used to live. It didn't take long, and I lost everything I had.
But on July 4th, 2009, everything changed. Someone reached out to David and helped him get sober. And now, just a year later, he is helping others do the same with a house.
This is typical of what some of the rooms look like before.
David and his son have opened a halfway house to help recovering addicts get off the street. They've turned this former dental office from 8 exam rooms to bedrooms. They've been open on Staples for 2 weeks.
I was homeless on the streets, fighting drug addiction, and they welcomed me with open arms.
These guys opened up their door to me. They didn't even know me. And I'm really, really grateful.
All the residents have to go to 12-step meetings, stay sober, and get a job. David cooks them breakfast and dinner.
I don't think I would be here right now if someone hadn't picked me up. And so I want very much to give the rest of my life to this program and to help other people.
It's a transitional house, so eventually each resident will move on and hopefully find success. But this house has helped this father and son find each other.
It's awesome. It really is cool. I just adore him now. It's totally different.
I love you guys.
Sabrina Hall, 3 News.